we're back in the Weather Center with Rich Segal. We're not talking about weather quite yet. We're going to talk about allergies. We always talk about how many people are moving to Austin. And so if you're new to Austin, you might be hearing people talk about Cedar Fever. I know I moved here last year and I heard that and I was like, what is Cedar Fever? Explain for people who are new what cedar allergies are and how they can affect you.
Cedar trees start to get pollinated around this time of the year, and we got an early start this year because of all the rain that we had during the fall. Now, these are some of the effects that cedar will give you: the runny nose, nasal congestion, things that you are used to perhaps with a cold, but the eyes get itchy, and we also have swelling over and above the eyes. And so if you are feeling like this and you're not really sure why, the best suggestion that we can make to you is get to an allergist, a certified board allergist, to be tested to see if you are suffering from cedar, and do your off-season maintenance. If you live here, do your off-season maintenance. You take your shots or drops or whatever. Keep that going through the year to minimize the effects. I mean, you know that you're going to feel a little bad during the season, but if you take the precautions that you should take, then you should survive it a little better than most people do. But if you're new to the area, this is just one thing that you want to keep in mind. An early start this year, again, due to the wet fall. Primarily December, January, February, could linger into March and maybe even into April. And when we get those strong north and northwest winds, that's when the pollen gets stirred up. And that last line, it just makes you miserable. And one other thing that we want to suggest to you too, if you're outdoors and we have a really bad cedar day, as soon as you get home, wash the clothes. Don't let that cedar pollen fester on the clothes in the hamper. Just put the clothes in the washer and get that cedar out of your system.
Good tip. And we had some rain earlier in the week that helped with the pollen, right?
That was yesterday. That heavy rain that we had on Wednesday night into Thursday morning left us with no cedar yesterday. Unfortunately, it only lasted one day. And we'll give you the cedar count coming up a little bit later.